International beach volleyball lands on the shores of the Åland Islands for the fourth time as the FIVB heroes are ready to strut their stuff in the stunning surrounds of this Baltic island paradise. Welcome to the SWATCH World Tour, where from Austria to Australia via Vanuatu and Venezuela, 70 women's teams from 29 countries have all been whittled down to just 2 for the final of this 2011 PAF Open here in Åland, where China will now face the USA. Yes, good afternoon from me, Rob Hatch, and all of the team at Södertörn in Mariehamn, the capital and only town of the Åland Islands, which has been preparing all week for this very moment. Two nations preparing to go for gold underneath cloudy skies. It's about 19.8, as you can see, very accurately measured. The temperature today, it feels a little warmer than that at the minute. It's got pretty humid. We've had spots of rain this afternoon. The good news is for the moment, though, it is as dry as you can expect out on Södertörn, and all pretty decent conditions for a final of international beach volleyball. So to Xue-Zhang Xi needs no introduction at all for any of you seasoned beach volleyball watchers. Twice Olympic champion, now 33 years of age. She's been away after 2 pregnancies. Her partner Misty May also back after a spate of nasty injuries. Problems with her knee, now 34 years of age, but they've been back like a bang. Second in the World Championships on their return. And of course, looking to put things together for London next year. Well, their opponents here, China, will have very strong recent memories of playing against the double Olympic champs. They lost the final to them in Austria a couple of weeks ago, the Grand Slam final in Klagenfurt. Today they'll be back in their traditional red colours as Xue-Zhang and Chen Xue fight it out against Misty May-Treanor and Xue-Walsh. Well, the Chinese are in the final for the 4th time this season. It wasn't a case of 3rd time, luckily, in Austria, as the saying goes. But with just 2 tournaments remaining after this, time is running out for China to grab a 2011 Swatch Tour gold medal for Chen Xue and Zhang Xu. So all the pre-match preparations have been complete. Time for us to meet the officials who'll be in charge of this match. It's Eliezer Oliveira from Brazil, the main man, and he'll be assisted by Herbab Tadres from Egypt. 2 top men from our international pool of referees here in Åland. The crowd are in, clad in their rain max. I can tell you it's just started raining again, I'm afraid, but that will not at all go any way towards deterring the enjoyment of what promises to be one of the toughest matchups in international beach volleyball as we know it at the moment. Chinese team who came 3rd in Beijing at their home Olympics. Won here last year. They are the defending champions of the Åland Open. The United States team were not around during the build-up to the last Olympic. Chose to take the time off from the inaugural Åland event in 2007. They haven't played since. This is their debut here at the Finnish and Swedish joint hosted event, and they'll be hoping to start it with a win. China will be introduced first. Chen Xue wears number 1. And Zhang Xu introduced second. Chen is the blocker, Zhang the defender. All ready to meet Xue-Walsh, who wears 1 for the United States. Not on top blocking form yesterday. She was saying she's without her young children who've been travelling the world with her this week. They've stayed at home in California. I'll to join her no wonder next week when her husband Casey Jennings will be defending his title in The Hague. So the double Olympic gold medalists and 3 times beach volleyball Swatch World Championship winners won the toss. They'll receive. It will be the left hand of Zhang Xu to get us underway. Floats in towards Misty May, who misses. Well, solid start for China. United States misfiring at the first opportunity. Again, good serving. 2 net serves. But of course, on the more positive side of it, Misty May can smile it away on the early doors. Standing in front of her, unable to get down. Perhaps not quite got that left knee warmed up just yet. Still plays with that knee brace on, which isn't as visible as they've gone for the tracksuit bottoms here. Cool conditions meant that Brazil were fully clad in Lycra for the bronze medal match. China having a full-on start. 3-0. Zhang Xi just cutting it beyond the block of Kerry Walsh. Misty May the target of the serve once again. This time there's the response. She sides out for the first time. The United States will have the serve. They're also safe in the knowledge that they have a very good head-to-head against this Chinese team. Misty straight into the net. Back to that head-to-head. The only real one win in 11 lifetime meetings with May-Treanor-Walsh for the Chinese came all the way back in 2006 at the Thailand Open. Do have a victory credited to their name this season as yet another net serve goes their way. Not all too many will count that as a victory though, given the fact that the Americans retired in the third set due to injury earlier on this season. 5-1 with Misty May, seeing her partner Kerry Walsh going and killing on 2. Always just good for confidence there. Reception and set, something that they're very good at, this American team. No need for the set. Reception and kill on 2. Bump up from Chen. Kerry getting the ball in the air, unable to make the second touch. See that right shoulder all strapped up. An injury that's bothered her on and off ever since she made her comeback towards the end of last season playing with Nicole Branner. Of course, Branner was Misty May's partner at the start of last season until Misty decided to pack it in. No real results for them in their partnership. Mix up for the Chinese and then they'll keep it in play though. Kerry thought about going over, she'll bump up for Misty. There is the cut. And the Americans have the service. Nice little push beyond the block. Float serve from Misty May. And towards Zhang, left-handed down. Pass towards the net will set up the Americans. Nobody there defending. And it's a good point. Well won back.
Misty May, perfect shot.
Misty with lovely placement right down the middle. Chin Xue backpedaling, offering no block at all. Calm as you like, the Americans are suddenly back to within 2 points. Zhang Xue left-handed, arches her back beautifully and brings down the hammer. Chin Xue across court. Misty's still the target of early serve here from China. She's siding out nicely now. That in stark contrast for the first 3 points that went against her. Chinese team, by the way, have already lost this once this week. So have the Americans, both coming through the losers bracket. In fact, both teams that beat them just contested a bronze medal, with Juliana Larissa getting the better of Talita and Antonelli. Misty May and Kerry Walsh being beaten by the world champions. Chen and Zhang beaten by Talita and Antonelli in the quarterfinals. And they had to go and play Brazil again in the losers quarterfinal, getting the better in 3 sets of the Salgado sisters. Here's May. Just about gets a cut on. And it's 8-6 at the side change. This match settling into a nice rhythm now. Remember, we have the Asian Continental Champions on your screen. There's the Olympic and former world champions there. Those of you expecting a show from the newly crowned European champions, I'm afraid to say that Greta Cicolari and Marta Menegatti went out with straight losses on the first day here in competition in Åland. Point here for going for China. Referring back to the Italian winning Christian San last week, their first win at the European Championships. Crowns what's been a good year for them. Carry over. Chen's there. Good dig by Walsh. Pass long. He keeps it in. Chance though for Xue-Zhang Xi to hit right down the centre. And it was always in favour of the Chinese there. The Americans on the back foot from the very start. May doing well to get there. No need to touch it over in the end. With an illusion. With a swing in the thin air from Walsh. Oh, poor reception. The serve getting the better of her. The float serve really doing wonders today. The wind, I can tell you, the last half an hour or so has dropped right off. Of course, with all the humidity in the atmosphere, this ball in particular does swing and move around quite a bit. Certainly more than the one we used 2 or 3 years ago on tour. Has favoured the float servers as Kerry Walsh gets one of her favourite blocks. First time in the match she's been on the money, really. Good high jump and a big denial. Kerry down the line with very good serving. Zhang looks to react. Touched by the left hand of Walsh. Means that the point will go the way of the Chinese. Not defending. Blocking. Not quite there. Kerry been talking this week, saying that she took 2 years off the sport and everybody seemed to get better. Made a hit. Knocked back into the net by China. But just about for the United States. So continuing what Kerry was saying in a recent interview here, saying that she thinks she'll get better. She feels stronger than at the start of the year and just needs her brain to catch up with her body, she says. Xue-Zhang Xi with a nice strong hit. So technical timeout, a good 5-point advantage here for China. Back
Perfect start.
to their match last week. Of course, that came, I should say, 2 weeks ago now. The straight sets in favour of the Americans. First set won 21-14, very strong indeed by Misty May and Kerry Walsh. 26-24, a very hard-fought second set. Several times it nearly went to a third. So, very closely matched and perhaps closer match than the 2 sets to love scoreline and the previous head-to-head seems to suggest. Crowd getting into the swing of things despite the rain here. Strong lead for the Chinese if you're just joining us. Set 1 of this all-in gold medal match on the SWATCH World Tour. Misty May rising. Rising with her though was Chen Xue, who looks in pretty strong form today. 22-year-old from Fujian has been along on tour and around for quite a while. 9th season already despite a young age. Pump up, looking for May, who hits hard on the angle. That's a thunderbolt send back from the American. And just a reminder to the Chinese that there's still a bit of competition here in this first set. A reminder of who they're playing against, remember, double Olympic and triple world champions. World champions. And that title were relinquished in 2007. Jen Kessie, April Ross winning 2009. Juliana Larissa winning this year in Rome. Walsh for May. Tries to cut the ball beyond the blocker. Kerry spike fails too. Now a chance for Xue-Zhang Xi to hit down. Walsh there responds with a block. A fantastically fought point there between the Americans and the Chinese. First of all, you felt advantage to those from North America. They tried and tried. China with their chance to respond, but there was no way through. Float serve as the Chinese mixed up. Xue-Zhang Xi's Kerry peels off. It's a good decision too. Chance for the kill, there it is. Now is this the start of American run on score? They've cut the arrears down to 4, previously 6 points behind. If they're to start trying to challenge in this first set, now is the time to do it. Misty will float serve. Xue-Zhang Xi. Just the roll beyond Kerry Walsh. And this Chinese team in hot form over the last month or so, really surprising to see them not have a gold medal yet this season. Their fourth match in finals this season, as Kerry Walsh is down. But once again, how many times have we seen that from Xue-Zhang in this first set? Those serves are virtually accounting for all of the 6-point Chinese lead. The luck really has gone with them. Of course, to be a winner, you have to have the luck. And certainly going back to the point I was making a moment ago, they have not had the luck in finals this year. Fourth final, 3 defeats. Will this be their win? They are defending champions here. Of course, they beat Juliana Larissa in the final here last year, once the Brazilians had already been crowned tour champions. Their first win against the world champions came yesterday, their first of the season, first in 12 months exactly. Go carries the cry. Misty with a chance to finish it off. She gets the poke. And again, a little reminder to their opponents. Back to 4. Good work at the net by Kerry Walsh. It was easy enough to finish off. Pass towards the net, looking for the left arm of Zhang Xu. She just about has enough strength and power in it to beat Kerry Walsh. Misty was down there diving, looking at the second ball. Trying to put the roof on it. Missing a slate or two. Service wide again. It's the old almost catch-22 situation that you have to serve tough against the top teams to get something. By the very nature of serving tough, you're going to make some mistakes. Oh, lovely. Absolutely brilliant. Really took the time. The nice calm bump setting from Xue-Zhang. And Zhang Xu had all the time in the world with which to plan her attack. Did not fail. 19-14. 2 points from a very quick first set advantage for China here. Misty brings out the power too. All the Americans could do with getting some momentum together to take into set 2. Haven't been awful. China getting look with quite a few points on serve. Really just edged it. Zhang Xu brings up set point. Well, if they are to close it out with this score and difference still intact, 4, 5, 6 points, the score will flatter them somewhat. Just due to the very nature of the luck they've had on serve. They've had to play 3-set matches on 4 times this week, though. It's been a hard-fought defence of their title as they serve for the set. Misty will look to attack on the counter. Did get the touch on the block. The Americans will have 4 set points to defend on serve here. China need to side out on one occasion of those to take the lead. Misty going cross-court into Zhang Xu. Bumped up for her. Good reply, but at the second time of asking, it's put home by Xue-Zhang. 21-16, a comfortably won first set for China. It was a little closer than the scoreline suggested, but they had the luck for once, and it's not often this season that they've had that go their way. China ahead against the former world and the reigning Olympic champions, Misty May and Kerry Walsh. Well, they've been there before, though, this season. They've been ahead in finals and let it go. We had a 3-set thriller in the bronze medal match, just in case you didn't tune in. Brazil versus Brazil, the duel won by Juliana Larissa. China versus the USA here, racing into a lead in double quick time. Xue-Zhang and Zhang Xu of China. So they'll be happy how things have gone. Zhang Xu's left knee problem not bothering her. Misty and Kerry not playing a bad game at all, just been one of those sets that, well, sometimes you lose. They were pretty awesome yesterday in their quarter-final matchup against Germany, it has to be said. absolutely blew their opponents, Jana Kuru and Julia Sund, out of the water. 24 minutes is all it took them. 21-18, 21-9 the score. Misty May and Carrie Walsh, though, up against a very experienced and talented team now. They start set 2 with Misty serving towards Chen Xue. Pushes the ball beyond Gary, sides out immediately. Zhang to serve, floats it cross court, deep into court in fact. Despite the ball landing just beyond the boundaries of the court, there was a touch on the block there. Chen Xue getting close to it, just off the fingertips. 5 or 10 centimetres beyond the court line. 1-1 with Walsh winning the block. Chinese will get a second chance. It will go long, but no. Can we say she didn't touch it? The linesperson said she did, but the referee said she didn't. So the point in the end, after all of that toing and throwing of decisions, will go towards the Americans. No change of spin. Looked close, but no, there was no touch. There was a chance here for the United States with a good serve from Walsh to move into the lead, 3-1.
3-1, Carrie Walsh.
Walsh will float it into Chen Xue. American tactic in this set is to try and stop her siding out, and she's struggling. Zhang Xi siding out well enough in the first set. Chen. There's the Chinese player being put under pressure here at the start of set 2. Walsh, who spent last week at home in California before coming back to Europe, is now on fire. Looking very, very good indeed. Hanging high, blocking tough. Taking the States lead to 5-1. It's a set they need to win, remember. A set down here in the final. Zhang looks to find Chen, who finally sides out. The USA team deciding not to play in the London Test event last week, the Visa FIVB Beach Volleyball International. Chinese team did, they were surely the favourites to win. In the end, they ended up with a 5th place finish, a rather bizarre finish for them. Really, again, explains the bad luck they've had all season. Inability to just carry things through to the final, despite looking like top teams. They looked like the best team all week in Poland. Somehow contrived to finish 4th out of a final 4. They didn't have as much competition, certainly by nature of the Americans not being there. Finished 5th in Staria Blanca, Kerry and Misty. But on top in the second set here, 7-2, and driving things on at rapid pace. Zhang will hit, just about squeezes onto the line, despite the big, strong presence of Kerry, who's making a block now. 26-year-old from Nantong, getting the sufficient pace on the ball. Just drops it in front of Misty. Misty May rising and pushing down the line. In between the block and blocking hands of Chen Xue. Things not going for China at the moment, as they have a quick tactical discussion. No timeout taken from them yet, no panic. Remember, they are a set-up. Or poor reception, or good serve, whichever you want to look at it. Now the timeout, well, she walked off and decided against it. Thought that Chen Xue was going to call timeout there. Carrie Walsh with the serve. Float serve doing the trick. Zhang looks for the call. She got it to go line. It's a poor pass though from Misty May. Acknowledges that straight away. Misty in the reception. Gone high and wide. Had to squeeze that one inside the antenna. Zhang will go to finish, and it was an opportunity that the Chinese could not pass up on with the score so firmly placed against them. Americans scrambling to get back into position. Side change, it looks a fraction better for the team for the Far East. Still have work to do though. 5-9 down. Service cross court, floated in towards Misty May-Treanor. Poke goes long.
Yes, outside the line.
Just on
Once again, point for China.
a bit of a passage of play that's gone against this American team.
Xue-Zhang Xi CHN.
Have to give credit to the blocker, closing off most of the line. Walsh bumps up. This time Misty May was not going to miss. A bit of a gift from China. Not able to do anything as far as the digging and defence was concerned. Good to see support for all the nations in the crowd. Chen Xue. So 3 points in it.
USA in the lead.
Was threatening to become a one-sided set early on, with the United States running ahead. China clawing something back. They'll have to believe they can still do it in two. The Americans showing the form and the confidence. Well, as I said, in the change around between the sets, there wasn't really much to separate the teams apart from a bit of look in set one. Walsh getting a float serve on again. Chen Xue hitting hard, good reception by Misty. Zhang turns it around there. Here comes the counter-attack, nobody blocking. Still going with Kerry Walsh to attack. And the attack with enough accuracy to win the point for the United States of America. Had to be patient all the way through that rally.
12-7.
Disappointment for Zhang Xu. One of the best defenders in the women's game. Should be bump setting here. Chen eventually puts it on the line. So last point before a technical timeout here. Big 1-2 because it will change the look of the set quite dramatically. It could be a 3-point or a 5-point lead for the United States. Line called, line missed by Kerry Walsh.
Technical timeout, 12-9 USA, halfway through the second set.
Chen Xue getting enough of her body and frame in the way to make it difficult for her opponent. It's been a good comeback overall though. Finished a very, very good second in Brazil on their very first tournament back for 3 whole seasons almost. Fourth in Sanya, first tournament they won back together was quite fittingly in Beijing, the place they last won together at the Olympics in 2008. That came in June, second at the Worlds, 5th in Stavanger and Stad. A win in Moscow too, where they beat Julian Larissa, their main contenders for Olympic on paper gold next season anyway. For 5th in Staria Blanca and return to winning ways in Klagenfurt. 3 gold medals has been a very good return. Despite the mega set down here, they'll back themselves to make it a 4th gold of the season. Be the first gold in open play as well. They've only won 3 exclusively Grand Slam events so far. Chinese ball swung in towards Misty May. A response with real authority. Up high. Zhang Xu's there and kills the ball dead. Dropped like a lead weight there in front of Misty May-Treanor. She wasn't too far away, just about getting there. Nicely placed and played though by the Chinese. Zhang Xu serving. Good leave though. Again, another example of having to serve tough. Trying to get it right on the line to test Misty May.
Walsh.
This match reaching a bit of a tense stage now. Crowd going quiet, just demonstrating that. Good touch by Misty May-Treanor. Big point is for the Americans if they can manage it. Kind of staying there. The rally will continue though. Xue-Zhang, she gets the chance. Zhang Xi says no. Oh, what a reply. Brilliant stuff by China. Hanging in very tough indeed during that rally. United States has several chances to win it. First of all, Misty May going long. Zhang Xi saying no. Well, that was the most impressive piece of defending. 14-11. Misty to go up and to go wide. No touch on the block. China now drawing themselves back to within 2 points. Now, if we were talking certainly about a more inexperienced American pairing, then the nerves would be jangling. Not sure it's happening in the case of Misty and Kerry, though. Certainly not yet. China will have another chance to counter-attack here, though. Zhang Xi. Oh, very good play indeed. Well, 4 points down. That advantage evaporating fairly quickly. USA understandably taking time out. Momentum is building. It's coming from the east. Time for a breather. Perhaps a change of tactic. Both players now siding out. Service not going towards one particular player anymore. They've tried everything so far. Their attempt to try and get Xue-Zhang into the game by serving to her at the start of this set seemed to work very well. She's since started to side out for herself. And those Chinese players, coaches in the stand will be very happy with what they're seeing. The Americans still ahead. Just a single point in it, but of course it's they who are under pressure here to win this set. China taking the first, 21-16. Xue-Zhang really has worked on her float serve. Something that she brought to the game this year. Again, good defending by Zhang. Needs to get down, struggles to get down, won't get down. And the United States can breathe easily again. Defense again, pretty impressive. Came straight back over though, allowing the Americans to set themselves. Zhang Xi caught a little flat-footed there. Xue pushes down the line. Americans can come at them though. Zhang is there. Chinese chance, hit home, and hit home very powerfully indeed. Mary sinking to her knees, nothing she could do about that. Very aesthetic hitting indeed. Zhang Xi doing very well to put the Americans under pressure, even in the second set that's gone against them as far as the points are concerned. The Americans still have that all-important 2-point advantage. They know that they have to carry on siding out, and the set will be theirs. Xue. Oh, fails with a cut shot. Momentum swings once more towards the United States, and they've hardly had to touch the ball there. It's an unforced error. It'll be a pretty intimidating sight seeing Kerry Walsh the other side of the net. It's a good serve from Kerry. Chance here to come again. Misty May will swing at the ball. In the end, no, goes for the poke. 4-point lead for the United States. It looks increasingly likely that it's going to be a tiebreaker 2 here in the gold medal match. China taking time out. They chose not to panic at the start of the set when they were a good 6 points down. It meant that they could have this time out to take now. Have this chance to try and stop the Americans pushing on quickly for the set. They're experienced players too, despite their young age. Certainly the case of Chen Xue, who's only 22, as I mentioned. Both these American players, seasoned internationals, have won everything there is to win in the game, and again.
Everything we can. Are you ready?
In their 30s, and of course, not intimidated by anything that's thrown their way.
Here comes the girls.
Certainly no lack of interest here in Åland. Stands a sea of green max. And the odd Swede, best in a grass shirt. A unique atmosphere.
Super.
Gary Walsh then will serve. The United States 18-14 up here in set 2. Zhang to hit. Good way to come back from timeout for China. Now they need a run on Skov.
3 poäng från kvitteringen. 3 points.
Chen Xue's float serve is a very, very good one indeed. Suddenly the difference is only 2 again. Well, how timeouts can change a match. And we're looking to complete the job here. Squeezes over. Walsh just about got away to it. Oh, they can't read it though. Well, Chen Xue is at the net. Zhang Xue rushing up to join her. Not sure why. Perhaps looking to try and get on the poke that had been placed close, but in the end, the United States reading the game well and playing it long. Misty, 2 points away from taking this second set. China demonstrating they're still there or thereabouts though. Remember, they lead this match. They took the first set. Ready to pounce on any American mistake here. Zhang Xue's a member of the crowd, shouts encouragement in favour of the USA. And they'll respond positively by bringing up the set point. The crowd pumping up the volume. United States pumping with adrenaline. Misty to roll. Is Kerry. Serves very, very tough indeed. Trying to keep it going. Oh, what to go, but there's the kill, and we go to a third set. Well, yet another epic contest offered up here on the Swatch World Tour. Olympic champions versus the team that took bronze. Americans living dangerously, riding their luck off the net. They read it well. Kerry with a kill. It is 1 set all. So 21-16, 21-17. It's fairly even Stevens in this women's gold medal match in Åland. Defending champions of this event, Xue Chen and Zhang Xue looking for their first 2011 title. Will it ever come? They've been in front, they've had their chances before. Same can be said today, but today, of course, they're not playing against just any old opponent. This is a team that is the most legendary women's team that we've seen. Certainly, since Sheldon and Adriana. So Kerry and Misty finding their form. Chinese certainly not outplayed. Third set promises to be a tied affair. They don't go often to 3 sets when they play each other. Americans usually having the lead of them instead in 2 sets pon in this history. Remember, only one win that was played out on court, that was in 2006 in Thailand. Straight set set in 40 minutes in the semi-finals of the Thai Open for Chen and Zhang. Third set to begin. Chen to hit hard. No chance to take that down and calm the reverberations on the ball round that was struck on the balls. It was struck so hard. 1-0 China. Misty looking to cut and cuts long. Nicely done on the angle. Remember, they met in Brasilia, they met in Sanya, they met at the Worlds, they met in Klagenfurt. Apart from that injury-plagued effort in China, where the Americans had to retire, it's all gone the way of the Olympic champions. Second gold medal meeting of the season between these two. Last in Austria 2 weeks ago. Kerry has meters to make up here. Does so well to be passed long. He's using a head, keeping them in it. Kerry not far off making the block. China have an early lead though.
3-1.
Rarely fails to apply good power to the ball when she hits through it, Zhang Xi. Reads this one well. Chance now for a Chinese 4-1 lead. And it's achieved with ease. Really well done. Such a solid defender, Zhang Xi. Maybe hoping to get over inconsistency. I should say relative inconsistency this season, certainly compared to her white-hot form last year. It's important for the United States of America, though. China just in danger of running away with a 4-point lead there. Of course, in these third sets to 15, it's all that bit more hard to make up. May-Treanor-Walsh, second time interview, pitch a signalled line block here as the serve is in husband and wife territory. Trying to deal with it well. Anything that the Americans have thrown at them at the start of this third set has been met with a positive response by China. They saw their early lead in this match slip. They took the first set, United States levelling things up. It's been a fast-paced, fast-moving match. Cross court, Misty May will hit on the angle and will not fail. No real margin for her after conceding the early lead for the United States here. Couple of chants in Swedish for USA. Oh, unlucky. They were backpedaling and on the back foot all the way through that point. They didn't give up, though. May-Treanor-Walsh getting the touch. Misty May just about getting down. And there was the attempt to try and get the kill. Bending back in midair, never easy to place the ball. 6-3 China. Chen Xue and her difficult float serve. Oh, good defending. Very good left-handed dig. Finishes it off with a perk, and that is absolutely wonderful play. Sensational stuff from China. Would almost look like a certain point for the United States. Firmly hit spike from Misty May. They usually hit the sand. But I think she enjoyed that one, did Zhang Xi. 7-3. Floats it in at such a difficult angle to play the ball at. Oh, and had a block into the mix. They're running away with it now. United States to take time out. 8-3, and a big stitch needs to be applied on the patch over the damage here. 8-3 has blown the United States away at the start of this third set. May-Treanor-Walsh and Misty May-Treanor. We know they're capable of getting it back here, but they have to pull out something very, very special indeed. Meantime, the crowd looking for alternative methods of enjoyment whilst the players take a breather. Well, you can't doubt that they'll have a plan, because they always seem to have a plan. The question is, will it work with so much deficit still to make up? Great to see positivity brought into the equation. They're 5 down, but they do never give up. They're already delighted with what they've achieved this year. They're looking to peak in London, though. I'm sure they wouldn't be too disappointed with a silver. Of course, as always, as good competitors, now they're here with a chance. They want to take gold. The minute China, favourite to defend their title. Well, that's a good start. First building block has been laid. Zhang Xi on the left hand, gets a cut. May-Treanor-Walsh is there. Amazing play just to stay in the ball. Kerry going over straight away. This is Zhang Xi. Misty May showing solid defense. Free hit for her. Couldn't finish it off. Xue-Chen right-handed, right onto the baseline, and a roar from the crowd. They really enjoyed every single minute of that rally. Kudos to Kerry Walsh. But once Chen Xue had a chance, she took it wholeheartedly. I can promise it's more interesting than that. Kerry rises. Good placement, but look at that for defending again. Zhang Xi on fire here, but she's met with a big, big roof over it from Kerry Walsh. Haven't had one of those for a while. Oh, brilliantly done on the defence. No getting past Walsh though. She'll try and start a run-off serve here. Floater goes away from Zhang Xi. It's placed nicely into space. 10-5, the 5-point gap is there. China can even afford to lose a couple of points here, but side out beach volleyball is what they're looking for, just to sustain the lead. Could be as little as 5 side outs from home. Chinese serve targets Misty May-Treanor. Looks to respond and responds forcefully and with accuracy. Seems very little to which Zhang Xi isn't getting to at the minute. Left-handed dig this time, not doing the miracle working that we've seen from her so far. Bump up close to the net. Walsh gets a touch. Cry for Misty May to go with her. She was left a little flat-footed though. Made a fantastic number of kills as Zhang Xi in this match. Remember, they're looking for goal number 8 of their career together, the Chinese team. Misty gets a cut shot in there. Talking of numbers, it will be number 39 for this amazing American team. Float serve, US still choosing to target Zhang Xi, who tells them what she thinks of that. Carries on siding out. 12-7 now. And it's getting very, very close for China. United States need something and need something now. Misty May sides out. That's always the first step. Need some special serving here. A couple of tactical plans to work for them. This is the roll, though, that went just over the hands despite touching the fingertips of Chen Xue. 34-year-old Misty May-Treanor. Serves deep, serves tough. Zhang Xi hits the sand, and they're now within 2 of retaining their title. They played here in 2007 and had a 3rd place. Missed out in 2009 as they weren't playing together. Back together, winning last year. Close to a win here. Those sorts of things won't help them, but they have points to play with. Of course, the Olympic champions won't need an invitation to get back in it, though.
9-13, Kerry Walsh.
13-9. Zhang Xi. Chen Xue, they make it and they bring up match point and 5 match points to retain their Auckland Open Championship. The Olympic champions perhaps about to be down for only the 2nd time in a full match by this Chinese team. Oh, they do it with an ace. Their first win in full play in 5 years against the double Olympic champions. And finally, at the 4th time of trying this year, the Chinese team of Chen Xue and Zhang Xi pick up a 2011 gold medal on the SWATCH World Tour. What a way to finish it as well. Straight down the middle, the husband and wife serve. Plenty of confusion, both players going for it. But in the end, it's victory hugs. It's been a long time coming. But Chin and Zhong are victors. They retain their Holland Open title. Well, we'll hear from them in just a moment. They're just making their way over to our colleague James down there. Crowd, of course, hanging around for the presentation. Here we go then.
Congratulations, it's your first gold medal in 2011. How do you feel?
Just a couple of minutes. We are very excited. We didn't think we can get a gold medal in this in Holland.
So it's very hard to go this.
Yes.
And of course, it's your second title here as well.
Yes. Sorry. For right now, because it's almost last tournament, so we have a little injury and so many tired. So we could get this medal. I think it's very, very difficult for us, and we could learn much things.
Congratulations to you both. Well done.
So battling through injury as we suspected this week. Tiredness too coming into the factor. Remember, they hardly had time off through winter, playing at the Asian Games and the Asian Beach Games too. But in the end, 2-1 against the double Olympic champions Walsh and May-Treanor. 21-16, 17-21, and then in the end, at the final set, it was almost fairly easy, wasn't it? 15-9 after a race into the lead. Really well done to Chen Xue and Zhang Xu. That will be a very popular victory on tour this year. Kerry and Misty, though, get to yet another final, yet more evidence that they're improving as the weeks go by. They will be a force to be reckoned with at the Olympics next year, and they will feel they are on course to peak in London 2012. The crowd has been fantastic here in Holland. The organisation, as usual, wonderful. We hope you've enjoyed the women's tournament. We leave you with images of the winners from China. Remember, though, we have the men's tournament coming up a little later on the Swatch World Tour.